Hey there, CrossFit Relentless athletes. Let's go and let's start this Be Relentless vlog with just a big shout out of congratulations to everybody. Last week it was the test week at the beginning of our gymnastics cycle. All of you guys put a lot of hard work in setting those baselines for what we will be testing against at the very end of this cycle. A lot of you guys got PRs, right? And a lot of movements that we really haven't been working on a ton due to icon programming. A lot of you guys went ahead and got your first few handstand walk steps, first time kicking up into a full handstand, ring dips, first strict pull-ups, just really some great stuff, guys. I want to say congratulations, and remember, the only thing that's going to go ahead and hold you back to test well and PR at the end is going to be, remember, gymnastics is a strength to weight ratio item. So that means when we are outside the gym, we have to be conscious of making sure we're hydrating, we're sleeping well, we're eating well. We're going in the summer. A lot of us are looking to go ahead and really kind of get rid of some of those the dirty holiday weight anyway. So really think about, cool, what are some items outside of the gym that I can work on and be relentless in those. Be okay with saying no to something now, to be able to say yes to something that you really care about later. And also being relentless is when we're in the gym, when we're working on those raw strengths, we're giving it everything we got, we're going to full fatigue or the level that your coach is asking you to, and we're fully mentally engaged into the technical aspect of the movement, because a lot of times we're strong enough, but it's now to go ahead and wrap the muscle memory and create that neurological connection between all the different muscles to make sure that we can go ahead and get a little more muscular endurance through efficiency of movement. So guys, really remember that as we keep on working through this gymnastics phase. As well, I said stay hydrated, guys. I hope you guys were keeping your water bottle, that should be named Velcro, right? It should always be on you. I'm challenging you guys to go ahead, as of course the weather kind of took a turn for the worst, but hopefully we're still keeping that, even though there's probably wasn't as many barbecues, and this couldn't be as a replacement for many adult beverages at the barbecues. But remember, guys, go ahead, keep these on you, and hopefully you'll find that you'll be drinking more water just with holding it and bringing it around with you. Guys, let's get into the next training day. It's going to start out with our back squats. It's going to be 5 sets of 3 at 80%. We're slowly going to be dropping down the volume in reps, but increasing the percentage. It's been a little while since you guys have squatted heavy, so we're going to make it a nice linear progression to get heavier and heavier, so we can really get the CNS used to being under some weight that matters. It's been a little while since we've done that, so go ahead and ease into it. After that 5x5, we're going to be looking at doing a 20-minute EMOM of 2 power cleans every minute on the minute. You're going to be increasing load every other minute. So your score will be the heaviest load at the very end. So this is how it's going to be, right? Every other minute, you're going to go ahead, do 1 power clean, right? For the first one, this is going to be the cycle. So minute 1, you're going to go ahead and do it. After that minute 1, you're going to increase weight. So you're going to think, you're going to complete the wet rep, right? You're going to add weight, so the new weight that you're doing is minute 2, right? So the even minute should be the new weight, and then you're going to go ahead and do the same weight that you did in the even minute, again in minute, the odd minute, right? But then as soon as you get it done, you're going to increase weight, so there's a new weight again in the even minute, right? So that's going to be my expectations of when you change weight. There's always a little debate, but I'm going to clear that up right now. The accessory work is going to be 2 minutes in a GHD sit-up hold. Again, we're looking for a nice tall chest, right? And we're trying to keep the skeletal system nice and stacked, although we're in a horizontal position to the floor. Let me backtrack again to the power cleans. A lot of you are going to ask, well, should these be tap and go? Should these be full reset? For those of you that have a hard time cycling, right, we're going to go ahead and work on, right, making these full resets, but making them quick resets. Because a lot of times when we cycle, it's not because you don't have the physical capability to go ahead and actually lift the load twice. A lot of times it's staying organized in a fatigued state on that second rep in the first pull, right? We can't find tension. So I want you guys to think power clean, drop the weight, get set, find tension again, then pull it. For those of you that can go ahead and cycle well, go ahead, do it, right? But as soon as that first pull of the second rep gets a little sloppy, you need to go to full restarts, but make them quick. Other than that, guys, let's talk about mobility stability for the day. Mobility is going to be a ton for the hips, right? And of course that front rack position. So I think the front rack position could be either your T-spine being locked up for those of us that are data processing like this all day, right? It could be that pec and that bicep tendon in the front delt. It could be our lat. It could be in a lot of things. So go ahead, depending on where you know you're naturally tight or you hold tension around your shoulder, go and start attacking that mobility-wise. For stability, we want to make sure we are turning on the glutes. That's going to help us to go ahead and actually drive and stay organized at the bottom of our squats, so we are not bouncing out of the hole, and that could be bad on our low back. And then we're looking to also really work on activating our midline, because it's amazing how much we can catch a power clean, right? But if the midline is soft, we just crumple and we become mashed potatoes. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, right? Or just boom, showing that half shell. So with that, guys, that's gonna be the mobility stability of the tip of the day. Remember, try to go ahead, keep your water bottles on you at all times, right? Not challenge you to drink them, just keep them on you. And guys, big accolades to everybody last week for working hard and testing well for our test week for gymnastics. See you guys tomorrow. And remember, be relentless in everything that you do.